Ruth Henry. What brought you to Be the Change? What made you want to be a part of this project and emerging movement?
When I was invited in, I was, like I said, this was I knew right away that this was the topic, that this was a chance to tell the story that had been kind of sitting in my belly, right? Um, so I think I'm so excited to be part of something that allows me to grow my artistic practice. I do a lot of community-based art, a lot of work that engages community, and it's really lovely to be able to do kind of just have some freedom to work on my own on this piece before I reactivate it with community. It's a beautiful pause, and it's giving room for a lot of nice reflection, and it's exciting to be connected to so many other powerful artists and activists. Um, and I'm just excited to see what comes of it all.
Do you have kind of thoughts or hopes for how the local community, given that it was a profoundly local experience, which, generated the inspiration for this piece? Do you have thoughts about how the local community will engage with this piece, possible impact, ripple effects?
I definitely have, former students that I'm excited to invite to engage with the piece and that have continued to work with me on different mural projects and things outside of the school setting. I will invite my local community, of course, but for me, it's been really refreshing to think outside of that local box because it does just help me see it from such a broader perspective that it's not about digging into grudges or, you know, calling people out for things or anything like that. It's really about like how is this one story part of such a wider story, and how do we, kind of get out of that stuck place, which in a lot of ways is the local, right? And like start to see it as part of a bigger pattern, and how do we become part of the change on a wider scale. So, Idit, what made you want to be part of Be the Change?
So I'm the daughter of an artist, and among my earliest memories are, as a kid, the experience was being dragged to art museums. As I grew older, appreciating being invited to art museums with my parents, and both my parents, really, my mother's the artist, but both of them kind of talking me through the importance of various works of art, and some of the stories were around the social impact of works of art. So the potential of art um, to engage people politically, to rouse a moral conscience, sort of has always kind of been a part of how I've just been in the world. So when I heard about this project, it immediately resonated for me. Of course, it resonated, on an additional deeper level, because of the way that, the organization as a whole and this project in particular, are, informed by Jewish values and Jewish tradition. So really it was an integration of, kind of part of my, various aspects of my worldview, in a way that I could contribute. So it was a very easy yes.
That was an extraordinary summary of how we in the project see the connections. And it's fascinating. I've known Adit for a million years, and I didn't know that story. I didn't know that she came from an artist family. But it's we keep finding these connections of people who, are dedicated artists, but they're passionate about social justice and they want more people to get active. And people who are passionate about social justice, but there's a whole universe of the arts that speak to them. So I want to say that it's an exciting project to be part of because most of the people that we contact either already see the links and feel like they were, living on these links for a long time, or they're so excited to have somebody recognize that these links exist, as a way to bring more people into what we're calling artivism.